Hello guys! In our previous class, we've learned about how to build a calculator that actually performs just two basic operations, the addition and the subtraction. But in this session of the course, we'll be talking about how to build a calculator, and you're also going to design an interface that will allow users to play with your calculator. And furthermore, you will be able to share your calculator with your friends so that they'll be able to use it they'll be able to access your project. Let me use it in that way. So the first thing we are going to do here, we are just going to design a small calculator that actually performs just one operation, which is the addition. So let's do that now. That will be def add, which stands for addition. Then you put double brackets. So in order for you to define the parameter, we are going to be needing two values, which is the first value and the second value. So this is the parameter. So what it's going to do is this is going to add this number together. That will be first value plus second value. If I run it now, it's going to run, and if I try to use the function and enter 10 and 4 as input, it will give me 14. So this is the function we'll be using. So now we've defined the function and it's working fine. If I try another one, 10 and 9, it's going to give me 19. So the next thing we are going to do here is that we are going to be using a particular library in Python to design this interface. And the name of the library is called Gradio. So the first thing you are going to do, you are going to install the library. That's the exclamation mark pip install Gradio. Gradio. Then you specify the version. I would advise you to specify it, because if you don't specify it, the latest version for now does not allow you to share your project with friends. But if you actually specify it with 3.9 and you run it now, it's going to install. And make sure that you're having internet connected with your laptop. As you can see, it actually says that requirement already satisfied, and that is because I'm having Gradio on my computer system. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to comment this place out. So the next thing we are going to do, we are going to import the Gradio library, Gradio. Then we are going to give it an alias. Let's call it gr. So what we're going to do here is this. We are going to define a variable name. Let's call it demo equals to. Then we call it gr. Then you invoke a method called the interface. Can you see it now? gr.interface. Then you are going to write in the parameter, there is a parameter called fn. So in that fn, that is where you are going to put the name of your function, which is add. So that is add. Then you are going to specify your input. Here we are having two inputs. So that is going to say you are going to specify your input, then put it in a list since we are having two inputs. You are going to specify the type. The type is number. The first one is number, and the second one also is what? Number. Then you are also going to specify your outputs. So the output is going to be just one result. You know, if you actually try it here, let me create. If you actually say add 10 and 5, it's just giving me just one number, and it is a number. So I will need to specify a number. So this is it. So just run it now. So once you finish running it. So once you finish running it, you can see that it's telling me to update it. But if I test to update it, I might not be able to share my project with people. So now, in order to create the interface, all what you need to do is just click on demo launch. So once you invoke launch method, then you run the code. So once you run the code, it's going to create an interface for you in your local machine. So if I actually copy this code now, if I copy it and I come down here and I input it in, can you see it now that it actually brings out the results? So it asked me, it created the interface now. If I enter the first number here, and I also enter the second number here, I should get 30. Can you see it now? If I change this one to 70, I should get 90. So if you want to share your code with your friends, so all what you just need to do is come to this demo.launch, and inside these brackets, you type a parameter called share. Then you make it to be equal to true. Then you run it again. So it's going to create the local IP for you, the local URL. Then it's also going to create a URL that you can actually share with your friends. So now, can you see it now? So this is the URL. So let me copy it now and come down here and paste it here. If I run it now, you'll be able to, you can actually send this link to your friends so that they'll be able to use your code. So you can see it now. So if I click enter, so it's getting the result now. Can you see it's 50? But if I try to enter an alphabet, that becomes an error. Just look at it now. So you can see it's an error. So if I enter any stuff now, can you see it now? So it actually makes sense. But we can actually do more things here. Yeah. There is a parameter called life. If you set it to be equal to true, there won't be a submit button here any longer. And if we run it now, okay, so let me run it here. So it won't have a submit button. Can you see it now? There is a submit. So as you are entering it, then you put the second number, it's calculating it immediately. So you can see that it actually works fine. So that is all about this lecture, how to create a calculator. We actually create a small calculator that performs just one operation. Then we make use of the Gradio library for the interface. So thank you so much, and God bless.